It's Friday, June 28th, and I'm your host, Paula Hersey. On today's show, we have some summertime segments. Sandy Neck is ready for campers and beach bums, and the boys and girls of summer return to serenade us into the season. Now for a look at municipal and legislative notes. Did you forget your beach parking permit in February? Well, you better make a stop at HYCC and bring your patience. Beach stickers are required for all Barnstable's beaches. Check the town's website for fees and hours, www.townofbarnstable.us. 25 years ago, a few young men wanted to start an a cappella group and sing their way across Cape Cod. The Boys of Summer, the Hyannis Sound, are celebrating their silver anniversary this year, and we found them on the town green this week doing what they do best. They are home for the summer.
We are Hyannis Sound. We are a 10-man professional a cappella group that spends the summer singing up and down Cape Cod. We have a number of weekly concerts that go on throughout the beginning of June to the end of August, and otherwise we are singing at a lot of different venues throughout the Cape, various churches, yacht clubs, country clubs, schools, you name it. We're all over the board. And we're all either in college or recently graduated from college, so this is our full-time summer job. We get to sing together, live together, eat together. It's a completely immersive experience, and I'm sure that all 10 of us would be able to say that it is the best summer job you could ever think of. Hyannis Sound got started in 1994, 25 years ago. A guy named Townsend Belisle somehow wrangled a way to get 10 of his friends on Cape Cod for the summer. They dreamed up this incredible summer where they were going to perform for the entire 3-month span, make new friends, make new recurring performances that they would do throughout the entire summer, and they kind of did that. But by the end of the summer, they established these regular venues that they were able to come back to in the years following. And one memory that they always talk about was that their last show was sold out on Main Street here in Hyannis at the old Richards Gallery. It's a very, very special seminal moment for the group. And since then, the group at that time had to work day jobs. They now no longer work day jobs. We do not work day jobs. So it's very special for us to look back and meet those guys that were in the '94 group and see all the work that they put in and to see where the group has come now. We stand on their shoulders and are so grateful for all their efforts in the earlier years. One of our alumni says all the time that Hyannis Sound is a tightly run machine and each of the cogs has to be working for the group to flourish. I'm the group's business manager this year, so throughout the off season I spent a fair amount of time booking our performances, getting in touch with churches on Cape Cod and clients. Matt Goldstein is our music director, so he is in charge of running rehearsals and looking through our group's arrangements and preparing our set list. He's put in an incredible amount of work both in the off season and in the few weeks that we've been here on Cape Cod. Some other notable jobs that stand out are our social media manager, which is Peter Carboni. If you want to check us out on social media, we are at The Hyannis Sound on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Peter has done a fantastic job over the past few years remodeling and revamping our social media accounts. So if you want to see what we're doing on our day-to-day, whether it's performing, hanging out on the beach on an off day, or rehearsing, go check out those accounts, and he is literally updating those hourly. So always trying to keep our fans in the loop. We also have an operations manager that keeps track of our day-to-day finances and activities, setting times for us to make sure that we're not late to our performances, and that's Will Woltz. He's a third summer guy. So each job is so important to our day-to-day operations, and if one thing is out of sorts, then it causes a lot of complications for the rest of us. So everyone here does an incredible job in the role that they've been assigned, and the structure really allows us to succeed as the summer goes on and people get a little more tired and are needing that accountability from each person. So yeah. This summer is also really important for us, setting a goal in making our 25th reunion summer as special as it can be. So we've been working really hard to get in touch with our alumni and get them as involved with the process as possible to put on a great show and make sure that we're giving the full 25-year run of how Hyannis Sound started and where it is today. So if we get to our concert in August and feel like we included all 100 of those guys and the families on Cape Cod that have helped this group get to where it is in 2019, then that will be something that we can look back on for years to come. So, we have a summer concert series that started the first week of June and runs all the way through the second to last week of August. Mondays, we are in Falmouth at the First Congregational Church on Main Street at 7 p.m. Tuesday, we are in Chatham at St. Christopher's Episcopal Church, also on Main Street, also at 7. Thursdays, we are at the Dennis Union Church, that's off of Route 6A in Dennis Village, also at 7 p.m. And Fridays, we are here in Hyannis, just a few blocks down on Main Street at the Federated Church, and that one has an 8 p.m. start time. We have a number of different public performances throughout the summer, so if you want to check out our schedule and see if we're performing at a venue that might be closer to you, you can check out our website at www.hyannissound.org. There's a page that has our full summer schedule, complete with those shows and special events. We are so excited to be back on Cape Cod this summer. We're hopeful that we can put on a show that families, friends of all ages would be able to enjoy. So if you want to come see a show and you've never seen us before, come to one of those venues, and hopefully it'll be your first and it won't be your last. Y'all ready?
Yes. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Why don't you come on over? Why don't you come on over?
All right, Barnstable Today, thank you so much for having us. We're going to bring you guys a little bit of Amy Winehouse. Hope you like it. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Come on over. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house out up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a tan. Hope you found the wrong man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? Baby, tell me, are you busy? Let me tell you. Did you have to pay that fine? You were dodging all the time. Are you still busy? Are you busy? Since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Don't you make a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? We're gonna do a little call and response section here, so try to follow along. Here we go. Valerie. Valerie, 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 Valerie. All right, listen, listen. Valerie. What's the third note for us? 1, 2, 3. So why don't you come over, Valerie, babe? Come on over, come on over, Valerie. Come on over. You got me begging, come on, Valerie.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Here I am, that time I waited, said goodbye. Hey, never back in shame to cry. Ooh, baby. Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Hey, baby. I'm yours. I'm signed. Yeah. You got my future in your hands, baby. I'm yours. And I'm gonna be yours. And here I am, baby. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You got my future in I'm yours. Baby. And I'm gonna be yours. Delivered. Baby. I'm signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Baby. And I'm gonna be yours. Delivered. Baby. I'm signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours, baby. And I'm gonna be yours. Nothing, girl, baby. Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. Baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. Baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
Headed to Sandy Neck this holiday week? Nina Coleman, Sandy Neck Beach manager, has some reminders and says to pack your patience and courtesy.
So we're going to be very busy. We're hoping for good weather, but we do want to alert people that if they're coming to recreate on the off-road beach, we do have very limited space. So if you really want to get on there, you got to come early. We only are going to have under a half a mile. We're hoping right now we have 0.3 miles. We're hoping that'll be a little bit more. No guarantees. So there will be a lot of people on the beach. You will be tight with other patrons. So we're looking for everybody to get along. And we recommend that, like I said, you come early and also download the app. So if you go to our Sandy Neck website, there's instructions on how to download the app, and that will let you know when the beach is full, the off-road vehicle beach is full. And we do that so that people don't drive there and then find out it's full. So bunch of things. Certainly coming on a weekday is going to be a better chance of getting on the beach. And like I said earlier, the better, because we've been filling up at like 10, 11 o'clock every day. Yeah, the tides are in our favor. Tides are going out in the evening, which is good because we're going to have a lot of patrons on the beach, so that gives us a little more space. And they're not huge tides. Sandy Neck had, or Cape Cod had a really easy winter in terms of storms, so Sandy Neck, as a result, is very wide. There's a lot of real estate, upland real estate that's not going to be swallowed up by tides. So we do have a lot of space, but we don't have a lot of length of beach. So, so we are going to stack people up. You do need to expect that. If you don't want to be close to a neighbor, this is not the week to come. Yeah, so Trail 1, we had 2 nests right at Trail 1. One is hatched, one is in the process of hatching. So we do have plover chicks right at the closure line. We do allow dogs on leash on the off-road vehicle beach, but we are very strict that they need to stay on leash, and we aren't allowing any dogs past that closure line because of our piping plover chicks. They're very young. They're under a lot of stress right now with all of these patrons on the beach. So we are going to be strict about that. The only time dogs can be off leash is if they're actually actively swimming. The public beach is, of course, going to be very busy as well. We have a lifeguarded public beach that will be potentially filling up as well on the weekends and on the 4th of July. But it's pretty sandy this year, so it's going to be a beautiful beach, and hopefully, you know, the weather cooperates and we can get as many people out there safely to recreate and enjoy Sandy Neck.
Cape Harmony was founded in 2006 and is based in Hyannis. The a cappella group is comprised of 10 girls from all over the country that come together on Cape Cod to live and sing together for 2 months. We followed the sweet sounds of summer and found them on the town green doing what they do best, singing the sweet sounds of harmony.
So the history of Cape Harmony started with 2 women from Boston University and 1 from UConn, and they saw that there were 2 all-male groups, one on Hyannis and one on Martha's Vineyard, and they were like, hey, we want to do that too. So they joined up and they formed a group, and that was 14 years ago. So we're in our 14th season now. We're super excited and we're super grateful to all the women who have been in Cape Harmony before that have paved the way for us to have the best summer job ever. There are 2 main roles in the group. That's music director, which is Laura, and there's business manager, which is what I do. So what Laura does is she organizes anything having to do with the music. She figures out all the arrangements, she leads all the rehearsals, she decides our set lists, all that stuff. And then my job is to find like gigs and set up interviews, stuff like that, all the business related work. And then the rest of the women behind me have other roles like publicity manager or social media manager or house mom, you know. But yeah, so those are the roles. One goal of ours every summer is just to have the best summer we can, whether that's like getting the gigs we want or, you know, making friendship memories on the beach, stuff like that. And then I guess another goal of ours is just to boost our concert attendance. So that's always a big goal. But yeah, I would say that we focus on making the best summer we can and making the best memories because it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You can always see us at a weekly concert show. We perform every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we perform from now until August 16th, the end of the summer. So we're in Hyannis at the Federated Church on Mondays, at Cotuit Federated Church on Wednesdays, at St. Christopher's in Chatham on Thursdays, and at the First Congregational Church of Falmouth on Fridays. So yeah, so that's where you can find us all summer long. We have a couple special shows that you can find on our website, capeharmony.org. Cape Harmony is a wonderful group, and if anyone's interested in joining, they should definitely either email us or send us a video when we send out all the audition dates. And then if anyone wants to come to a show, they can check out our weekly schedule at capeharmony.org. And if they're interested in hiring us for a private booking or something like that, they can email us at capeharmonybusiness@gmail.com. And they can find our music on Spotify, Apple Music, all those things. And we would love to see them at a show.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. Hey, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you feel like dropping in and just expecting me to be free. But now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. Hey, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. Hey, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. I will survive. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough, so tough. Gina works the diner all day, working for the man. She brings home the pay for love, for love. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Tommy's got a 6-string and hug. Now he's holding in what used to make it talk is tough, so tough. Gina dreams of running away. When she cries in the night, Tommy whispers, baby, it's okay. take my hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer, that's
Up next, things to do, places to go, and people to meet. Here's your guide to the spectacular 4th of July in Barnstable.
Well, 4th of July is right around the corner, and the town of Barnstable has some exciting events lined up for everyone. Starting at 4 p.m., we'll be kicking off the celebration with the Town of Barnstable 4th of July Parade, and that will take place right here on Main Street. This year's theme, a Star-Spangled Independence Day. If you will be participating in the parade, then make sure you are at your appropriate staging area by 3:15 p.m. Then at 5 p.m., you can make your way over to the Village Green, find a spot on the grass, get comfy, and listen to the Barnstable Town Band Concert. Here, you can also check out the Nicholas Checki Jazz Quartet and be on the lookout for roaming talent such as Hyannis Sound. Also on the green, you will find family lawn games such as cornhole, free rides on the roaming railroad, jugglers, and bubble fun. Still in the mood for some tunes? Head on over to Azleton Park for the pre-fireworks concert at 6:30 and see local band Anna and the Moderns. You can also grab a bite to eat from one of our local food vendors or the food trucks, or do a little shopping at the artist shanties to support your local artists. And of course, for the main event of the evening, you can find a great viewing spot for the fireworks at the Hyannis Harbor. Along with the fireworks, there will be a musical soundtrack that will be broadcasted live on WXTK 95.1 FM, or it can be found on the iHeartMedia smartphone app. This year, there will be roaming ambassadors known as the Gateway Greeters, and they will be handing out information and answering any questions, as well as encouraging everyone to share photos taken at the event on social media with the hashtag Hyannis4th to celebrate the occasion. Don't forget, all events are free and family friendly, so bring the whole family down, listen to some great music with some great food, and enjoy the colorful fireworks at the end of the night. We hope to see you there.
I'm Paula Hersey, and thank you for watching Barnstable Today.